SPSS users often ask, how can I create grouped or banded data from continuous fields? There's a procedure within SPSS that allows us to do this. It's called SPSS visual binning, and as the name implies, it's visual in nature, and that makes it very easy to use. And you can use it to, among other things, do things like create age groups or generate income bands from continuous fields. It provides complete control over the proportion of cases that fall into each group, and it even automatically creates value labels for you. Let's have a look at how it works. Okay, so here we've got a really simple data set containing two continuous fields that we can use to illustrate how the visual binning procedure works. So we've got salary and we've got age. So to call up visual binning, we need only go to transform, visual binning, and then choose our two fields that we're going to band or group or bin. Send them across into the variables to bin box, click continue, and what happens is that SPSS scans the data. So it's just scanned the data here, and it shows us, for example, the current salary distribution as a histogram, and then the age of employee distribution also shown as a histogram. So let's say we wanted to start and create a variable called age group. You can see here there's a label called age of employee here, binned. So we can put in grouped if we don't like the term binned. And then we need to decide where we're going to slice the distribution to create our age groups, and there's different ways we can do that. We click on make cut points, and we can use equal width intervals. So we can say, okay, we want 4 cut points or 3 cut points, 3 slices, let's say, with a width of 25, and it tries to tell you where it needs to slice that in order to create that. Alternatively, we could say, okay, I want the first cut point to be at the age 25, and I want 4 of them, and it calculates where the width what the width would need to be. It doesn't really matter. You can just put in whatever you like here, and instead hit apply at that point. It puts the slices in roughly. If you don't like where it's slicing them, you can just move the bars up and down. You can see that it actually updates the values here. So let's say I slice that one to about there, and that one to about there, and let's say that one to about there, and then I'll just round them up. So let's say I'll make this one 25, and this one I'll make it 40, and these guys here I'll make 50. If I'm not too bothered about the number of cases that I get in each group and it's not even, if I just want slices that make sense to me, then I can click make labels. It makes nice labels for me, and I can edit the labels. And then I can do the same thing for current salary, but using a different technique. In this case, I can go to make cut points, and instead click on equal percentiles based on scanned cases, and I can ask it for, again, 3 cut points, and it says, okay, I'm going to break it into quarters for width at 25%. Hit apply, and it's telling me where it needs to slice that in order to get it into quarters. So here's 24,000, 28,000. So I might want to edit these. I might want to round them up again. They won't be exactly in quarters anymore. It needs to be 29,000. This one here, let's say I round it up to, we'll round it down to 37,000. So we get rid of the $50. And we ask it to make labels, and we don't like the labels, we can say up to, or less than or equal to, or over 37,000 if we prefer that. And again, give it a name, so we call it sal band, and if we don't like the label, we can call it banded rather than binned. We click OK at that point. It says it's going to create 2 variables. It creates 2 variables for us. We click here, and here's our new variables that have been created back inside the data set itself. And if we right click on it and say, okay, show me descriptive statistics for them, you can see it tells me the frequency count here for current salary, which is nearly 25% each in each group. Whereas for age group, we can see there's some variation here in the proportions in each group, but maybe these groupings make more sense to us. And that's how we use visual binning within SPSS to create grouped variables.